Right, hi everyone, I'm Alex. This is Enzo. He's a 1995 Fiat Cinquecento Sporting with a little bit extra. So the engine in here is standard 1.1 with low compression pistons, got a slightly thicker head gasket to lower the compression ratio to allow for the boost that the turbo gives. Boost is supposed to be set at about 0.5, but I've upped it a little bit because I'm a lunatic and I like blowing up engines. So it spikes to about a bar and rests at about 0.8, 0.7, which is pretty quick for this car, pretty scary too in some cases. I took the standard fuel pump out, got a Ford RS200 fuel pump, intercooler, which actually came with the kit, but that's very important. Oil cooler, which you can't see, but it's tucked away behind the bumper here. What else we got? Fuel pressure regulator. Keep the pressure constant for the fuel delivery so that you don't run lean and melt the pistons. So we've got the low compression engine. Onto that is bolted the standard manifold from Fiat. However, what they've done is just chopped the end off, stuck a plate on it, so you can actually bolt the turbo to the manifold. And that's how that works. So it's not just stuck up in the engine bay somewhere, it's actually down here. Makes it awkward to get to when you need to fix stuff, but that's a compromise. So connected to the turbo, the exhaust system. A friend of mine was selling his exhaust, so I had that off him. It's basically 2-inch bore all the way from the turbo right to the back of the car, so it's nice and free flowing. Induction. Got a carbon dynamic airbox that's meant to keep things cool. Now because it's situated here, it'll be hot in the engine bay. Combated this with a special bonnet. I'll just show you. Basically Subaru style vent stuck on the bonnet. Some people think it looks a bit gay, I quite like it. Basically the theory is air goes straight through the bonnet into the induction cone here, so you get nice cool air straight down into the turbo. Bleed valve here can be used to adjust the boost, so yeah, I try to tone it down every now and again, but it always ends up creeping back up because that's just how I am. And then finally, of course, there's the dump valve, which makes that tishing sound that people love. But I just get funny looks because of that. But it's brilliant, really. That's about it for the engine. Wheels. These are just 13-inch wheels, same size as standard sporting wheels, 5x5 13s. These are Compomotives. Go to www.comp.co.uk for all your Compomotive needs. Basically, yeah, Compomotive TH wheel, as used in the Fiat Racing Challenge, fitted to the Unos and Puntos in that. Direct fit to the chink, and it sits on Yokohama 175 50 13 rubber, which I found to be brilliant. Right, we're just heading out onto the main road. Look, oh, there's a Mercedes coming. Didn't see that. Never mind. I've got lowered suspension as well, Apex kit, so meant to drop the car about 40mm, keeps the car nice and low so it hugs the corners hugs corners well. Fifth gear, good pickup, you can keep it in fifth when you're on the motorway, just put your foot down and it'll pick up and go, which is fantastic. You don't have to change gear, drop gear, rev the nuts off the car, it'll just actually pick up and go. Uprated brakes as well for superior stopping power. I could probably do with some better brakes, the discs are wearing out, but at the moment the car's running pretty nicely. Stops nicely, which is always good. Now I've got a Stilo 1.4 16 valve clutch fitted to the car, which ensures good power delivery whenever I put my foot down, minimal clutch slip, which is fantastic. We're going to turn right and we're going to do some country roads, which is where I think this car comes into its own. Maybe about 2,000 to 3,000 revs max. So it's good power delivery, nice and smooth. So when you're driving through town, you can keep it nice and low. You don't have to be on boost driving around like a lunatic. But it's lovely, tight, winding roads. So I love it down here. Still nice and cool, it doesn't run hot.
I don't feel like it's going to slide off into the hedge or spear off into a tree or something. A fantastic feeling to have in a car. There's nothing worse than driving a car where you just feel like the wheel's not attached to the car. Fast and it's fun. You don't need anything else. It doesn't. You can't go flat out driving at 180 miles an hour anywhere anyway unless you go on a track day. So just have something that you can have a bit of fun in. Something with just bursts of speed. You know, things you can surprise people with. Well, I hope you've enjoyed being on board with Enzo, the Turbo Cinquecento. I've been Alex. We're now back at our destination. So thanks very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video.